we'll see how this goes. Alrighty there now. Hello and welcome. My name is Kevin. This is Do It for Bruce. We're here in Crusader Kings 3 once more with you all for another lovely day of trying to unify Africa as a progeny of the Dara family. Sunday at 9 a.m. The year of our Bruce 2025 518. Can't get excited, more excited than that. I've been awake for an hour, so we'll see how this goes. Should be fun, should be interesting. We are I think on the very end of this run, which should be a very fun one. Welcome in Christoph, welcome in Perry the Berry, Dinesh, good to see you all out here supporting us as usual. Thank you. This is our hopefully the final part. It's been almost 100 years in this game and things have been for the most part smooth, I would say. I think the hardest part thus far is just getting enough horsies to do all the things we want. We do have some unhappy people who will want us to no longer be in power, but I think we can finagle a way or two in there. So we'll see how that goes. So let's just transition over there right now and see what's up with that. So like I said, we are here. We're technically in a crusade that I've not really given a shit about because they're attacking land that I don't care for. We have a dangerous faction. I don't know if this is actually a legitimate dangerous faction, but it seems like we just have to negotiate some obedience or demand obedience from some of these guys, and that should help a lot of it out too. Demand obedience, and then try to convert them and all that, which I think that's going to go a long way, because obedience gives a little bit of a thing. Looks like a reload faction. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this, but we'll come back through and see in a second. So they're all obedient, and then we'll see if we can like send them a gift or send them something else. How much money do we have? Not that much money to be giving gifts out. If we demand inspire conversion, we can probably get a couple of them to convert. That would be great, especially these guys, like this king. We can send him a gift and then demand the conversion. Did he not become obedient, or are we still waiting on him to do it? Welcome in everybody. How much faster is it compared to ordinary run? I mean, we're only 100 years into the game, so could be faster. I was also not really going that hard in the paint, as they say, to make this happen. I was just kind of like faffing about, for lack of a better word. Yeah, this independent faction does not exist anymore. I think the real problem we've been having of late is just like issues with nomad uprisings. I think they're bugged for some reason. They constantly seem to uprise when they really shouldn't be. I'm not sure why they choose to do that. It's been 2 weeks, but the game is so hard but fun. Nice. I never finished a complete game, because for the reason game is calculates your troops and counts at the load. I see. Okay, so we are a youthful 53 with poor health. Our daughter is 33 and has a sickly son, but you know, we can go educate them real quick. We have a couple more lands we need to deck on, but unfortunately for us, it's mostly everybody's in Confederation now, unless we can attack these guys here and there, which is annoying. I feel like confederations have become way more annoying than I first thought they would be, especially with their like need of just like you try to pick them off, but you're not able to get all the guys. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Harmonious, welcome back. I am tired, but that's all right. Do we want to give this guy his people? Sure, whatever. I don't care. We can demand herd from a bunch of people. Let's look at our yurt and make sure that we've been upgrading our stuff. Because Kevin's been known to not upgrade his shit because he's just not with it as much as he should be. We need more prestige. Is there any lands we can create? We probably should just go and host a feast for our people and then have a bunch of people be happy. This guy is really unhappy with us. Let's throw a feast for him and get a bunch of prestige, or at least enough to do that. So we have 75 prestige. Why is he so unhappy? Because he demand obedience, and then we can maybe make him into a follower of the Bori faith. Snowball had to be slowed. Yeah. True. True. I think my biggest issue with the Confederation is that I don't know how to rip them apart. And I feel like there's a ruler of them all, right? But the game doesn't really tell you who's like in charge. You would assume it's like the most powerful person in the Confederation. So like technically this guy is the most powerful, but like I don't know if that's what's gonna sunder it, you know? Also, we have land in the Byzantine territory, which I don't know how we got that, but it does bring us closer to the up here, which we might, if we move our capital up there, we might try to become Khan of Khans and see how that goes, depending on how quickly we can unify the rest of Africa. Who's this lady? Just some mad people. Let's go find where they live and then take them out. Raise all here. How long is it going to take it? 12 months? That's enough troops, I think. We don't need all of them for just the 12 months. Hopefully we just beat them and then we don't have to fight them again. Unfortunately, we did not beat them and have to fight them again. Let's go split. Half go here, half go there. And then the hard thing also about being this big is that the AI, especially the rebel AI, they do a good job of like conquering land super quickly. So it like it can get unwieldy really quick. Like right now they have not that many troops, but they have more somewhere else doing stuff like over here. So you have to almost split up your foes. Confederations are weird. I wish you could see the diplomatic leaders of it in like the faction. I think you can go here and click on this and see. I don't think it shows you, it just shows you their like Confederation boys, but not like who runs it per se. Coptic is a kingdom still? Interesting. All right, let's just get our couple percentage points and then that should be it. Enforced. Great. Still have a dangerous faction, probably the faction that we just put down. The game seems a little bugged in that regard still, which is kind of annoying, but I get it. Do we have enough prestige to build stuff? Please more prestige. Please more prestige. Yes. Sure. Can we get out of this crusade? I don't really care to be in it anymore, but especially because most of it is already, it's crusade for Andalusia, but Andalusia is already a kingdom and they're already Catholic, so I don't really understand. Is it the rest of Andalusia? Is this guy about to get like all this land for free? Can you surrender the crusade? I don't think I'm the leader. I'm just a guy. It's these guys who are actually the leaders. Unfortunately for us. So I guess we'll just have to keep our troops up for now. Why don't we have them? Well, that's going to take them forever to march all the way down here to start fighting this war. So anybody who wishes to be vassalized. This guy says no. This guy says no. Also, there's some, for some reason, there's a Persian outpost here, which is going to be annoying to fight for. I love how, love when random people come into the stream, have no, like, care for what we're actually doing, and then just shout out random things like form Kurdistan. DK, welcome in. Your idea is not sound. So much so that, here we go. Christoph, thank you for being my grandson. You are strong, beautiful, capable, genius lad. Hopefully we can get you some good education out here. Would be great if we could get out of this war. Also, what is the faction? There's so many factions. Okay, I'm just gonna send you away for now, because that's gonna pop on its own, and we'll figure it out then. We can seek aid from the spirits. Sure, I'd love to pour some money on the ground to see if we get a sick ability. And we got the water spirit, which I think is health related. No, it's fertility, which we don't really need another son or child. We should take over the steppes so the Mongol invasion never happens. That's the plan. Once we have Africa unified, we will try to do that. It should be fun. How is this feast going? Are we still waiting on this asshole to show up? I think we are. I wish as a crusader you could just like forfeit your lands, because like just I don't know what's taking them so long. See, okay. Who is this? I can manage any things from here. It's the same. It was essentially the same. I think the one drawback now that I've experienced through this process is that we continue to have rebels from nomads, and like it's almost better to not have nomadic people as your vassals, because for whatever reason they just continue to fucking rise up against you, and it's just annoying. And you just have to sit here and fight the bands that show up. Great. Got some prestige, we got some cash. Is this guy gonna be willing to be converted? Let's ask him. Unfortunately. Well, that ends that war. Another thing of that, and then go ahead and ransom this guy for 100 gold. I guess it is easy farming. Does dread discourage peasants? It should technically, but I think the issue is our faith is a fundamentalist. So countries of other counties of other factions are more faiths are more likely to join factions. So that's a continued issue that we're having there, which is unfortunate, but whatever, you know. Alrighty, we should probably upgrade these guys, get even more knights. Can you please, Crusaders, please just freaking end this war? I don't know what's the problem here. Is it because this guy's not even in the war? He's not even in the war. Because he's Al-Muaz. The only people who are being attacked are technically this land, this land, this land, and these lands here. But no, I don't understand. Crusaders. This is the most janky crusade. So Andalusia already is owned by Catholics. This is a different faith, but technically still in the ecumenical faith, so it's fine. So the only lands that are technically not within Andalusian control that are our lands and these lands. So it's because they haven't won enough battles, really. And now they have ticking war score that should help them out. If they started sieging some of my lands down here, maybe they'd have a better time. But let's go ahead and vassalize this guy. Where does he live? Oh, it's this guy right here. I see. Okay. We're waiting till the couple more months, and then this will tick down, and then we'll have a loss and we'll be so sad. Oh no, we've lost. Please show me the errors of my ways. The Georgian king wants to be my friend? Love that. All right, so what was this all even for? So Andalusia doesn't even get the land up here. They just took these 3 provinces. All the death, all the destruction, all for not very decent payoff, which is tough. So good job, Catholics. You once again have vanquished us to our hole. Have you ever had a holy war for a kingdom and inconclusively because they switched to your religion? Happened to me twice. Both times warrior score was at 90. Oof. That is very brutal. I would say I've not have it happened to me twice, but I've had it happen to me. It's not fun. This guy will not bend the knee because he's part of a thing. And what is a sovereign war again? You get contested tributes. No, I don't want that. I want his land. Is there anybody who we can call in who's a claimant like this lady? Invite her and her whole brood, I guess. Demand obedience. How do you feel about the obedience part of this game? I think it's interesting to a point. I like that it is another thing that you have to kind of keep in mind, and it kind of reinforces the might makes right ideologies. Who is this person? Sure. Are you at our court still? Yeah, she is. Demand obedience. Alright, we can build some stuff. We should really keep upgrading our yurt. I need to get a PC. The Xbox version is kind of bland, but still fun. Rick, yeah, especially because they're, unfortunately for the Xbox version, you guys are always going to be a couple years behind, which is less than ideal, but definitely something you need to remedy. Why is this one so much cheaper? Doesn't matter, let's go. I don't think we need all of our troops, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. We're gonna just beeline for his capital when we have the opportunity. Alright, that's enough. Perry, welcome in. Too many Perrys. How many berries? What is this dangerous faction? It's probably the same dangerous faction that keeps spawning. Which is becoming more of a nuisance than actually like a hinder. I wonder if we can just white piece them, continue to just white piece them every time. Easy win. You love to see it. Cool. More troops just keep funneling in. This is the longest battle I've seen in a long... See, this is I'm done. You want freedom? Because the hard thing now is half my troops are committed in another fight. So that's kind of the dangerous part of it. And we just kind of have to hire mercenaries, I guess, to fight them off. Because then the sieges happen so quickly. It's just a kind of a weird perfect storm that keeps happening. Alright, that only gave us 15 war score. Even though we defeated like several armies. I don't really get that, but whatever. I guess I'm not meant to get that. See, because now they have like all this war score happening to them. Us. Alright, is 2 knights plus 6,000 troops enough to fight this guy? The answer is yes. Abundant grazing, great. We're just gonna white piece these guys because they're gonna pop up in like a couple months anyways. Okay, let's go here. And we seized a new artifact that can be potentially put in our court because our court is actually kind of sad. It's so sad. Not enough objects to be put out. Oh, come to my yurt. It's got not as cool stuff. But now we can steal stuff from people. I feel like I'm getting to the point with Crusader Kings 3 that I need to stop doing conquest challenges because they're not as fun as they used to be. You know? Oh, fuck yeah, we vassalized that person? Love that. We're gonna go ahead and modify that contract immediately and let them declare war. And then demand obedience, and then demand conversion. You know, the conquest ones they kind of are more taxing than anything. That's so annoying. This is still going? Seems like it's still going. I'll seek indulgence. Byzantines are doing well this game. Carpathia is also doing pretty well. HRE being formed. How long has that been in existence? Maybe I'm... for a while. I'm in Sri Lanka playthrough right now. I've been playing Tall for 200 years. My income is crazy. Funnest run as well was just being a tourney guy and prowess guy. I think we should do a run where we start out... Somebody suggested a run that I thought was kind of fun, where you start out as a landless character, like an adventurer, and you try to get family members landed. I think that would be probably a good run for me, especially of how I'm feeling. So it's more about intrigue and doing people favors and like making everything work than about conquest. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Going to do some yard work while it's nice outside. Have a good stream. All right, cool beans. Have a good yard work. Hopefully the work is yarded. Should we pop off and take this land? I mean, it seems like a good time to just take a county off these guys, especially if they're... Where's their capital? Of course, it's in the middle of Persia. So you have to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, not the worst, but also not the best, because we have this ongoing situation where the AI constantly gives us guff for having the audacity to breathe. Will this guy take out a vassalization? The answer is no, because we are neither tribal and we are not his rightful liege. Can we form Ajuran? Can we form Outer Ajuran? No. We're suzeraning this guy, but we can't vassalize him because he's at war. What about you? You're still at war too. Okay. It just gets boring. Different playstyles are there for a reason. Yeah, I mean, it just becomes tedious, and it reminds me of, like, there's a content creator on here who plays a lot of Hoi. His name's Alex the Rambler, and I see similarities between me and him, where I just kind of get like, I'm just tired and I don't really find it that interesting, and like that makes it so that I don't think I'm putting my best foot forward when it comes to like making the content, you know? So it's just not as interesting to, I think, to watch, because I'm just like, okay, here we go again. 5th time's the charm for this silly thing. Whereas when I'm like actually going for a goal that's like kind of more nuanced, that's where I have more fun and I think is more exciting. And it's also annoying because we're having this experience where we're constantly being badgered by these guys who just keep coming after us for no other reason other than they're like, oh, guess you're in trouble. This Confederation's breaking my balls. Let's go deck on this guy for his duchy. We don't have the prestige classic. Let's hunt. Let's do a hunt in our own capital because I want the hunt to go well. That's why story-based Hoi mods have gotten popular. The war part just gets exhausting. I mean, especially because it's like, it feels like a grind. Like, it just feels so much grindy. At least from like outside looking in. You're just sitting there. At least the grind is shorter. I would say. Oh, did I release that small child that I want dead? No. Are you in the dungeons? How are you not dead yet? Ill in the dungeons. This boy is hanging on. Why is my son in the dungeons again? He's being a drunkard. You can be released. Let's go find you a nice wife. Some skills. I also wish this is an idea I had recently where I wish you could set an in-game timer. So like you could set a note to like in 10 years to pop off and like re-notify you. I know this is a weird idea, but it essentially is a timer because there's sometimes in-game things that I want to be remembered to like look at or check out again. So it'd be nice to be able to have like, hey, set a reminder to like pause the game in 2 years or whatever. So that we can look at this one thing that I wanted to look at. Not matrilineally. The frick? You're on a hunt. Oh, we'll wait then. Looks fun. What is it? It's called Crusader Kings 3. I think it would be a really nifty tool, especially with a lot of the different stuff that happens in this game. There's sometimes where you're just like, wait, what just happened? Oh, that's happening? Can I get a check on that in like 2 years' time? Let's do that, and then let's do this. But average and poor. Let's just get this average guy in here. Pay for him to show up. Sometimes it do be like that, don't it, chat? Alright, what's the dangerous faction? Doesn't seem like there's a... Is it this guy? Is it these guys again? They're mad about something? Yep. Seemingly so. Okay, offer vassalization. This guy, demand obedience on him, and then... I think we could get him to do it. He is obedient. Okay, he will be vassal now. He will be vassal now. Why did I say it that way? He will be vassal now. This guy says we're not his rightful liege. What if I sent you a pile of gold? How do you feel about that now? 3 reasons? How about I send you a pile of horse? That's why you vassalize those guys. Excellent. Another easy vassalization. What about this guy? He says he doesn't like us, but if I gave him some money, he's coming around to the idea. Especially if I then create this title. I become his ruler, and he says yes. Vassalization. Excellent. Excellente. Let's go ahead and we're at activity. So we've secured this area. It's just this confederation that's actually gonna be the biggest annoyance to grind through a little bit, and then this little bit of Safford held territory, which maybe we go for that one first because that's the one that's gonna cause us the most issues. This lady doesn't like our cut of our jib. Join the hunt, sure. Join the hunt. Everybody get in down the hunt. Gonna hunt these kids all right. Everybody, it's nice. What was the song I was singing last stream? It was like Enrique Iglesias' Hero. You can be my vassal, baby. I can share with you in pain. I will stand by you forever. I won't take your lands away. At least not yet. I think that was it. I think that was our little goofy song that I created. Sure. Finish. Okay. I will stand by you forever. We can force vassalize this woman. I don't really think so. She only has a county. We can just take her county from her. That's way too much money. I'm just gonna take the county for 25 prestige. Probably gonna get a copy strike for singing my rendition of Hero by Enrique Iglesias. How is Enrique doing? I feel like he's kind of, for such a renaissance for Latin music we've been having, I feel like he's been oddly quiet on the situation. I feel like there should be some more Enrique content out there. Maybe that's just me. Sure, let's do that. We had a daughter. She is just merely okay. We'll stand by you forever. Bum 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 bum. All right, my 34,000 troops are ready and able to be herded. We should probably upgrade our onagers or whatever we have. Get a couple more of these guys. Those guys. Are those onagers just there? They are just there. Wow. They didn't even have to be reset or anything like that. They just instantly get brought in. That's cool. That person still has land? Where? Or have they been like kicked out? Let's just grant this land to this person. And we'll demand their obedience and then expect them to inspire conversion. Great. Cool. All right, so this confederation's busting my balls. Has anybody found a solution to take apart confederations, or do we have to just grind through them? Because if we have to just grind through them, that's fine. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it. We can't force vassalize them because they're too big. Holds too many counties. Boo. Can I not overrun the kingdom? We could do the duchy, or we could just go and find somebody who has a claim on all this and invite them. Let's invite this guy. Let's demand his obedience and demand his conversion. Well, let's send him some gifts and then demand his conversion. He is the right faith. I forget that we can have our troops just ready and able. We don't have to mess around with that is the nice thing about a nomadic character, is you can always just have your troops raised. I'm just so used to having it all set up a certain way. Is this a Hoy mod? Or another game? Completely other game. It's called Crusader Kings 3. You wish this was a Hoy mod. Got him. Okay, let's go pop off on this guy. Declare for this guy's claims. Yup. Off we go. Hopefully we just take their capital and that's the end of the battle. 50 days. That's so quick. Where is he? He's right there. Okay, so we don't need all of these troops. Let's leave a station, some besiegers, and the rest can go this way. We only need, literally, we just leave our trebuchets at their yurt. That's so stupid. Why would you do that? Now they're gonna get clobbered. Okay. So now we have rebels. The same rebel group that keeps just popping up. It's so annoying. Where is he? He's over here. Let's get our 7,000 troops and try to raise them up here. Maybe in 11 months they'll be able to do that. That's so annoying. Alright. Let's go ahead and split. Half can go this way. The other half can go try to make it over here in time. These guys are not gonna be. Why does it take so long? Is it because of the distance from our capital? If so, that's just bullshit. You go here. And here. You can take away the pain. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if 4,000 troops. Actually, let's just white piece this. I don't really want to fight it because it's going to pop back up in 2 months' time anyway, so it's not like it matters. Let's go here. Where is he? He's still in that group. Most unfortunate for us. Alright, I think we just need to take one more piece of land and then, or 2 more pieces of land, and we'll be good. You come back over here. We can appoint a new tax guy. We shall. Cool. People are upset for any number of reasons. And this guy is obedient. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Dream player, welcome in. How you doing? Is this not part of our lands? It is. Okay, it's just in rebellion. Now we got another true ruler. Maybe we can vassalize some neighbors who are still holding out once this confederation pops. I think this confederation will pop. This guy says not rightful liege. Well, that might change in a sec. Hell yeah. Enforce. Cool. Disband our army. Confederation still popping? Still popping. You can vassalize this guy. We shall. This guy. He says no because you are nomadic, has isolated culture, is ambitious. Damn. Only... Not yet. May I ask why the color? I just was trying to get a color that I knew was ours. Because before there was some colors that were too similar. Like it was a brown, like this color. And I just wanted a color that is super distinct. No other reason other than distinctness. Swear blood brothers with this guy? Would that even help us? Probably not. Because it's 27 reasons. It's mostly powerful vassals' opinion. Could increase. This guy really doesn't like us. Can we send him a gift? Demand obedience. And then demand conversion. How likely? 76% chance? I'll roll them bones. Blessings be to Bori. Bori. We tried to already convert this guy. He's not interested. Which is unfortunate. This guy, 21 reasons. I don't know. I feel like it's too bright. I feel like you need to get your life in order if you think this is too bright. I think you need to brighten up your life a little bit, my dear song. Have you thought about that? Damn. What's your opinion on EU5? I'm excited. Excited to play it. Unfortunately, I didn't get invited the first round. Hopefully I get invited the second round to come play it. Should be fun. I'm interested in seeing how tough the oh my god, they just conquered it back. Well, that crusade was for nothing. Can you show your empire? Yeah, I can. So here's the whole map. I'm excited to see how the mechanics with your manpower and just global people in your camp. Or sorry, what I'm trying to say is I'm interested in seeing how the whole system works when it comes to converting your people from levies to soldiers, and just how much more damaging that will be to your economy, is destroying all their peasants so that they can't farm. I think that's a really interesting addition to the game, and should be fun to see. I hope it's not annoying. I think it doesn't seem like it's going to be annoying. I think you're just going to have a lot less. They say it's not going to be a map painter, but the amount of times I've seen like Paradox games say map painting, this isn't going to be a map painter, and then lo and behold turns out it's a map painter, because the players just get good enough to start doing that. But maybe this will be true. Truly true. Let's see. Do you have the Canaries? I do have the Canaries. Always a good question to have the Canaries. I don't know if Skoda is part of it, but we have that as well. I guess we'll go for this piece next. Is there any man who would come to my court? If I sent him a gift, he's coming to the court. Hashish. NA Camps, welcome in. I feel like if you can prevent blobbing, then it won't be a map painting game. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if they'll be able to prevent that though. Only one? Where's the guy that we just... I guess we could force vassalize. Let's just do that. Let's get our troops raised first though. People will find a way to blob. I agree with that statement. I feel like it's inevitable. Can you show the map? Religious map? Yes. So we're Bori, Orthodox, Catholic. There's Cathars for some reason. It looks like this faith has taken root in the East, which is interesting. In general. What are the tenets of our faith? We went with communion because we're the head of faith, adorism, and warmongering. Not the best. I think adorism is probably the best of the lot, just because you get cool options to pour money on the ground and become shrewd or strong because of it. Let's go. Go, boys, go. You're going, and then... Wait. No, you're going. Or is it this army that's not going? Okay, you go down here. How are you going to manage uniting religion in your empire? It's a good question. Is it the achievement that you just have one united faith? Or is it just... No, the achievement just says Unite Africa. It doesn't have to have united faith. I mean, I'm surprised as a nomad you can't force people, can you? We probably should start demanding more people's conversions. 5% chance? Why not? Strong believer. Well, we'll do our 5% chance. See if he says, I'll do it for a hook. You'll love to see it. Let's go ahead and give vassal directive. Convert. And then also... can we modify his contract, or we don't have the ability to do that? I guess he's tribal. What is adorism? So adorism is like it's one that's only, I think, exists in 2 of the faiths down here. I think it's like a very small faith, essentially, that it forces... You're fucking kidding me, right? It forces... It's only available for Bori and I think one other faith. But it lets you have an event called Enable Seek Aid from spirits. So essentially you go and you pour money on the ground and you have the ability to get a bunch of different buffs. You can get strong, you can get shrewd from it. You can get like a temporary one. Like the temporary one we have right now is the water spirit, which gives our wind spirit, that gives intrigue and dread growth. But there's always a possibility to get strong or possessed, which I think is kind of fun. If I could use it in more faiths, I would. I think it's the best tenet, bar none, because it gives you just so much more versatility in different options. And if you're just playing a small guy, the cost of doing it is really inexpensive. Okay. Can we please just... Is that the end of this little experiment? Demand pasture lands. Thank you. This guy's mad at me. What happens if I grant him some titles? He's gonna be a little happier. Demand his this, and then we can inspire conversion. How do you have so much men as a nomad? I mean, we own all of Africa, so it's also, we're pulling, some of our vassals are not. They're tribal, or for example, Egypt is clan. So that's probably giving us some help there. Let's do that. Okay, is this still happening? It is still happening. I don't know why, but it's still happening. For now, let's go ahead and run a quick little ad. I'll be back in like 3 minutes or less, and I'll see you all in just a jiff. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for your patience. I have no patience for this confederation anymore. I think we can just continue to force vassalize these guys. Things will work out fine. Just fine. I felt like a good apple, man. I feel like apples are my favorite snack. I don't know about you guys. Maybe that's an old person thing to say, but definitely the most filling, the most hydrating thing you can eat. So here's the Seek Aid from the Spirits event. There's a bunch of different options, but seeing as we have a bunch of money, well, not as much as I thought. Fuck. Oh, yikes. Thought we had way more money. Let's go ahead and we'll do the lesser option, because I don't want to go into debt. So we got the Tree Spirits Blessing, which gives us Diplo +3 and medium boost to our health. What a Just Okay book. How much we spend on that Just Okay book? An okay amount of stuff. All right, you've got to be done with this Confederation business, boys, right? Like I've severely destroyed your situation, right? At least we can demand. Oh, frick. Not tribute. I want pasture land from you. Cool. Who did we just vassalize? Somebody. This guy. Let's demand obedience from him, and then we can grant that. Can you show us the gov map? Yeah. So right now it is a lot of nomadic, as you can tell. Bit of feudal. Sami Confederation is just 2 groups, and they're still really weak. Why are they so weak? Probably should establish a holy order. I wonder if these guys are, yeah, they're not Bowie or Bori, so would have made sense to do it that way. All right, how long is it going to take? 3 months for our dudes to get there? We just keep doing this, and it's, no matter what, it does not work. Does not go our way, unfortunately. We had 2 boats. Let's do this one. You can't build on nomadic lands. No, it's all through the yurt. All right. Can we offer vassalization on this person? What stuff do you have in your yurt? So right now we have Bazaar, which we should be using more often, which essentially just gives us base money. This is a like warrior yurt, so we get more knights. This one's vassal contribution and tribute. Taxes are increased. This one's men-at-arms are better. And then this one's fertility. And then the family yurt I have not been upgrading because I just have not, which I should be, because it gives you more renown. Like a ton of renown. Okay. Let's go ahead and grant these lands to this guy. Maybe he'll be happier. And we can inspire conversion. Still willing to be a part of this stupid confederation, I guess. I guess that is what it is. This guy also does not want to be vassalized for 20 reasons. I wonder if we could finally make this kingdom. We can't. Can we make the empire? We can, but we don't have 300 gold. We can ransom some prisoners. We shall. Julius Starkwings, welcome in. Hope your wings are forever dark. I think we gotta rip this band-aid off, especially now that they're kind of weaker. Let's just go for the county. I mean, we could probably do a double war right here, or a chain war. Can we deck while at war? Yeah, we can. We'll go for their county. So we're both just trying to get things done. Sure. Are they gonna beat our troops? I think they're locked in, so they'll have to fight our levies that are kind of ass, but our general's so good that they're able to do it. This guy wants indulgences. I thought seeking indulgences would happen a lot more than it has in this run, but it's alright. Are they gonna march all the way down here? I guess they have to march all the way down here, don't they? Because we're attacking them. Lay with my wife or get some martial. Let's get some martial. Gallant is fine. Damn, this character has lived longer than I thought. He's been at like poor health for a while, but I think those seeking aid from the spirit stuff was really helpful. Let's enforce on that. And we're gonna go send this army up here. And can I vassalize you? How about if I send you a gift? Vassalization. They're fighting. Off of vassalization. And just like that, we've pretty much unified all the lands here in Africa. Down in Africa, at least. Will be great. Only last thing is a couple more here. Greetings from Istanbul. It's 2 hours. I'm in 2 hours I'm off to Baghdad. Damn. What are you doing in Baghdad? More, I feel like natural resource business. I forget if that's your trade or what the deal is. What that horse doing? What that dog doing? Let's get a stargazer. It seems like though that's kind of impossible to get a good stargazer right now. We have to keep getting them. Okay, do we have to go to their house? I think we're gonna have to go to his house. It says he's on the move, so he might show up to attack us somewhere on our lands, and then we can go win that work. Always get invaded by the Ashar rulers when I play as Catholics in Africa. I mean, that makes sense. It is their domain, or it feels like their domain. Where is this army? Ah, there they are. All right, so we're gonna send you guys to go there, and then you guys to go here, because apparently the AI is like, you know what? We should land on this random island. That's what we should be doing with our time. It's gonna be great. Now we're in a shit ton of debt. Why are we in so much debt? Who put me in all this debt, chat? What did I do to deserve all this debt? I thought we ransomed a bunch of dudes too. Ooh, and then ransom. 10 people. Hopefully pays down my debt bill a little bit. God, and this fucking event is happening. Okay, well, on second thought, don't need you guys going there. I need you guys coming back here to fight these dudes. Real lickety split. Like, is this enough troops? I think it's enough troops to crush their dreams. Yeah. Even if we have the debuff. Okay. Sucks to be stuck on an island with a bunch of raiders, ain't it? It's not going to count as war score, is it? That's annoying. Alright, let's have them continue on to sieging one of their random provinces down. This ticking war score is not going to be enough. This guy is in this war? He's attacking us. Excuse me? That's not very nice of them. I guess we'll just wipe peace now. So that's all done in. We literally just have one more province after this guy. Okay. Rest in peace. Who was that? My firstborn? No, just some rando. This guy's not going to take vassalization because we are crazily bankrupt. Why are we in so much debt? Let's get her in here. That's going to fix some of our problems. Let's get this guy on the court. And then I guess having all of our troops raised isn't helping, probably. What happens when you form Africa? We're gonna try to go to the steppe and become Khan of Khans. We'll see how that goes though, because I have a feeling that everybody might rebel against us, which would be kind of tough. We can hold court. I don't think we'd do that. We can ransom some dudes. I'll do that. $168. Damn. Where's my $168? Or did it already happen? Oh, embarkation costs. Yes, I totally forgot. I was spacing. I was like, why does this keep going up? That makes a lot more sense. Because your boy's just fucking rolling around, costing everybody a bunch of cash. It's hilarious. Hilarious. This guy would take a vassalization. No, he wouldn't. He's arrogant. We good here? Can we just call it on this one? We got the ticking war score. Send him back over here to just defend that spot. We got a logistics guy over here. You're losing money because your troops are in water. Classic in water troops. Who are these guys? Are they against me? They seem like they're against me. Oh, thank God. I don't know why it's 80% chance. That seems bugged as fuck. Why is that happening? Does anybody know why 80% works? Is it a culture thing that we have? Either way, we're enforcing. That's just such a strange thing. It's 90 because we have this in Marshall. Peacemaker. Oh, shit. I should have seen why. You're right. Fuck. Chat. What a piece of content I could have made. Let's just hold out for a couple months so that we can get our beans in order. Boston baked beans. Can we raise these lands? We can. That's gonna give us out of debt even quicker. Boom, bang. There you go, sir. Alrighty. This is the last man. We can demand his business, or we can just wait until we have enough cash to attack him. Which... Sorry, Doug, but this is the last piece of land we need. It only took us like, what? 10 plus hours? 11 hours maybe to do this? It's not so bad. Not the quickest, but like also not the slowest. This guy's sending me a gift? Our lady is sending a gift? Okay, just give me all my units now, please. Thank you. Split. Half go here, half go here. Is this Crusader Kings 3? It is Crusader Kings 3. Trevanius, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Sunday. Come on down and watch Kevin cry as he tries to unify Africa as a nomad. Can you show the full empire? I will in a sec. Well, once we finish this war, because I think we'll be able to take the decision. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Far too long, the spirit of the beautiful homeland has been disrespected by foreign infidel. The time has come to unite Africa, people under the Bori. We get a heroic legend, which I think is not that great. You gain this. I feel like this event needs to get an upgrade. Like, can we get a little bit more like pomp and circumstance? Like, come on, show some respect. So we get glory to Africa, which essentially gives us the title Unifier of Africa. No one thought it could be done, yet here I stand, High King of over all of Africa, from the Atlantic coast to the Eastern Ocean. Every tribe, Amir al-Umara and chieftain now bow to me. The Magus tell me that the spirits are pleased. Finally, our lands are liberated. This is still work left to do, but today we shall celebrate. So then, if we look at the... Okay, so it doesn't give you one title. I, for some reason, was under the impression that it made it all under one land. But it does not. Did we get the achievement? Probably. But I already have it, so it doesn't matter. Alrighty. Congratulations, us. Pats on the back. Now, how quickly can we get lands in the steppe so that I can move my capital there and then start to start a conquest of all, like, become Khan of Khans. Never see CK3 content? Love a good blob session. CK3 is pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's the biggest blobbiest game in the world, but it is fun. Okay. Let's look at the fertility map. That is actually the best way to see what is technically Khan. So we could go here and probably take some land. Overrun a kingdom. What does overrunning give us? Your nomadic vassals either take titles or become independent. You lose all nomadic titles. That's not worth it. That would be so hilarious if we gave up all the land just to become a nomad. Let us see if there is anybody in the Avars camp that we can recruit. Send a little gift to them and invite them over. Pay them to come join our court. How do you take land into another culture workout? Everyone hates you. So really what you need to do when it comes to culture is, the thing is, culture can hate you all the time. It's faith that actually matters a lot more. It's that's the people who are actually going to rise up against you more often. Culture to a much less extent. So like right now, if we look at the cultures within the empire, there's a couple, there's a lot, and we've slowly but surely gained some respect with them, but a lot of them still don't respect us that much. But because they are either I'm more powerful than them or my faith is being converted, it's the reason why we're so stable right now. Yeah. Okay. Let's go fight the Avars. Deck. Is that guy not? Oh, there he is. Who's the one who has the claim? This is the one who has the claim. Demand his conversion. And demand obedience. Great. Joey. How do you handle faith then? So essentially what it comes down to is you just got to make everybody your faith or strong enough that you can contest it. So as a nomad, you can't really expand faith. You can make your vassals change the faith. So this guy is going to start converting the lands for me. This guy said no before, so it's going to be hard to get him to say yes in the future. Who'd you start as? We started as Dara. Let's look at our lineage. It's only been 3 characters. Surprisingly, all of them lived to their 60s. Nice. Okay, let's go get the Avars claims on this. Oh, sweet, we have land right here. I forgot. I was like, damn, this is gonna take so long to get there. Psych! We're right there. We're right there, waiting. able. Ready and able to freaking pounce. Frick yeah. Crown of this. We got a claim. Cool. So convert your vassals and you're good. For the most part, they'll do a lot more of the work for you. The one troubling part is that if you don't convert their vassals for them, sometimes you'll have pockets of random faith, like right here. This is probably somebody's vassal who either didn't convert for some reason. Like if we go here and look at their vassals, this person might not have converted. But yeah, you might want to host a feast. That's just be problems. I think it'll be all right. We'll see though. I thank you for your concern though. Where's the Avar capital? Just scoot on down to the Avar capital. Dear Avars, it is I, the Emperor of Africa, here once more to tell you that you smell. Stinky poo poo, you're welcome. Yes. Okay, this is our firstborn? Our firstborn's firstborn. Secondborn, technically, because that other one randomly died in a prison. Fuck you, dude. You want freedom? So tired of this fucking boys. Seek indulgences came in at the right time. Unfortunately, all of our troops are elsewhere, so I don't know what we'll do here. We can get some mercenaries to just have them fight off a small band. Let's go ahead and make sure that our raise point is hiring there, and then we can go and have them fight. Let's have them have our better general. Better commander? They have a better commander than us? Damn, they do have a better commander than us. Please go our way. It is going our way. How's this going over here? Fine. It's gonna come down to it. Hopefully we win before that army shows up. Because if not, we're gonna be in a world of hurt. You're fucking kidding me. No way that sorry. So fucking dumb, dude. I hate this game sometimes. These rebels are busting my balls. They're out here just busting them. Dream Player, to be honest, I have no clue why that is in our lands, but it is. All right, so what we're probably gonna have to do is split our army and go pay a shit ton of money. Let's split. Set 5,000 troops back down here to deal with these freaking rebels. Pay out the ass for it to happen, because our armies are so massive. Okay, let's go back. These nomads from the steppe are like, holy shit, I didn't realize what kind of strength the African nomads have. It's absolutely scary, actually. I'm very spooked by their strength level. Especially because we're just in here stack wiping them. Imagine this. Yeah, put yourself in the expectation or the other people's feet. We'll accept because war score, peacemaker, and the secret history. Oh, secret history allows you to... Interesting. That's really OP. I actually like that a lot. It's one of the renowned logistics or dynastic legacies that's causing that. OP. Very OP. This guy is happy with us. Can we get like just go deck on this guy or something? Or we're in massive amounts of debt. That's right. Did that troops make it down there yet? No. Where are they also sieging? They're sieging like over here too, which is just fucking so annoying. Well, there's your answer. Yep. It's cause the thingies. All right. Your goal is to just land on these guys. Hopefully the commander is here or something. If not, we might be in trouble. Let's maybe not land there. Why does it say we're gonna get our ass beat? I don't think we're gonna get our ass beat. But maybe we will. That's because we're gonna get our ass beat. I hate this game. Okay. Alrighty. Disband these troops. I guess we're just gonna have to wait for them to get all of our troops down here, because for whatever reason they can just do this. I just want to do one more thing, and the game is like, you know, it'd be great. We're gonna make you give up some of your land. we're gonna make you give up land. Why? Because you just didn't have the troops in the right areas. And there's no rhyme or reason why they keep uprising against you other than they just want to. What if you lose if you surrender? So essentially, I think we just lose a couple land. It's not so bad. They just get a bunch of thing. We lose level of fame and blah, blah, blah. That'd be pretty embarrassing for us. Not to be lying, but yes. More dread. Sure. Well, there's like a perfect storm that's happening right now where the enemy is able to siege stuff. Oh, we're so fucked. If they take that, we're fucked. We might be actually screwed. I didn't realize they were sieging our capital. They like are able to siege stuff so quickly, which is such a tough move for us. Because none of these things have that strong of like units, or there's no walls. It's just yurts. And they've killed my firstborn, and these rebels killed my firstborn. I'm beyond fucking tired of these rebels. And now we're gonna die. Because we're gonna get like frozen grief or something like that. Is this our best commander? It is one of our good commanders. Is 9 of my knights good enough to fight off their units? The answer is yes. How close are you? Damn. And now you're here. Why did you stop again? All right. Let's go have these guys go here. I think 9 knights is enough to go beat them up. Everybody's at least sending us gifts. That's nice. I can't believe they killed our firstborn. So who's next in line for succession? This small child? Christoph, you're in charge? Yikes, erroneous, child. Quite the expectations on your shoulders. Sure. I need you to be obedient. Oh, we're about to die. Yikes. I've misplayed this pretty badly, chat. Is there anything we can do to lose some stress so we don't immediately die? So now a 10-year-old takes over our empire, and we're in the middle of a lot of debt. God, all I wanted to do was have a chill stream. God damn it. Can we get some cash to help our next character out if we die in the next 10 seconds? Let's go ahead and ransom some guys. Slaughter some guys. I want to do diligent calm. Kevin, please. If we influence the ward, then this character dies for sure. Can we change? Maybe we could change to the other children. No, these other children suck ass. Damn, our other boy was in charge. We're cooked, Jack? We're not cooked. It's just gonna be such a pain. Where's the army? The army's going there. This army's going here. We just need to get a white piece off on this war. Game is called Crusader Kings 3. I'm not paying for your ransom. Pain. Pain, chat. Pain. All I have is pain. Alright. So, at least if our character dies, we do then get access to things and such. How old is he? We can influence the ward to be diligent, calm. We can make him diligent. That's fine. Great job, son. All right. The hard thing is, there are many hard things in life, but this is one of them. Okay, I was like, wait, we're about to die? That doesn't make sense. Everybody's gonna hate us. Things are not good. At least we'll get a victory out. Unless there's another army. Where's this last army? All right, let's go ahead and fix some stuff. Sure. We don't have the best, but we need you to start doing that. We need a spy master who likes us. That's fine. We have chaotic succession right now. Sign this guy to be our control guy. I don't fucking know. And then just this guy. It's fine. Okay. We have a dangerous faction. A bunch of people want independence. We're gonna probably fix that in a second. Where is this last army that they have? Because I would like that 100 gold. Where is this army? If not, we can just take the white piece and start collecting our cash. Okay, disband the army. Let's getting some of our cash back. Let's transfer the rightful vassals to the rightful people so that they are all a little less angry with me. Does it affect our cash flow? No debt. That is the nice thing. We can demand tribute from this person, sure. And then our spy master is gone. Let's get this lady who absolutely hates us. Let's get somebody who doesn't absolutely hate us. We'll send her some horse. Thankfully, we do have a shit ton of herd, which is nice. Did I just gain a bunch of herd for no reason? Interesting. Okie dokie. There's 23 members who don't like us. Let's see if we can negotiate obedience with some horses. Oh, Hype Train, Dinny, FM, thank you very much. Once again, coming in, giving 5 community sub gifts. Can we get a praise be for Dinny? I don't recognize any of those names, but I imagine they'll be very happy to have gotten ad-free watching because of you. We are kind of in a pickle right now. Our character is youthful and has a bunch of people who are not very happy with him. Except for this guy's kind of happy with me. Can we just send horse gifts to all these guys? Some herd gifts and they'll be a little bit happier. Some of them will be happier. Especially the nomads. We can just send them gifts. Maybe that will make them less angry with me. This list is just gonna get longer and longer. Okie dokie. Tough. Choose Darkwing, thank you for the bits. We very much appreciate it. Chat. Let's see what the spirits have in store for us. No, we can't be doing that right now. We need to spend the money on activities or funerals. Let's go into our artifacts and just blow some up so that we can get some cash from that. Use that cash to fund some things at court. Especially a funeral is going to give us a bunch of legitimacy, which will help in our endeavors. So let's go do that. Wolf pelt. Anything that's not being displayed could give us a bonus. Because what is our legitimacy right now? It is okay. It could be better, but it is okay right now. If we were to fight somebody, it wouldn't be the worst. Wouldn't be the best, but it wouldn't be the worst either. So this and this. Get a wet nurse in here. Where's our tutor? Do we not have a tutor? What do you need to form Africa? We already have Africa formed. That's the problem. What I was trying to do is try to become Khan of Khans and see how that goes. But right now I'm just trying to survive. But at least we're getting indulgences, which is nice. Let's do a funeral in our capital for our grandpappy. Grandpappy, tell of us the time where you had to be escorted out of the bar because you drank too much. Tell us that story, Grandpappy. 6 months until this all pops. Thankfully, we have an abundance of herd, so we can possibly do that. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough prestige to force everybody to do that. Seek indulgences, I'll take that. And then let's go ahead and do this. Oh, that's great. We got impotent. So that's tough. As a 10-year-old, we've become impotent. Do we have a guardian? We don't. Who's got the highest learning in the land? Our grandmother. You need to improve the family year to get a tutor. Good comms. Right now, it's not top priority though. Keeping the empire safe. And we can't keep sending her gifts, right? These guys have already had gifts. No, they haven't. Unfortunately, we cannot give herd gifts to everybody. Only some of them will accept it. 5 months until 29 vassals pop off on me. I think we can right this ship, especially if we get these couple top ones off. How long until this funeral starts? 7 months. So the rebellion will have already begun. We have too many held duchies, so let's go ahead and grant some kingdom titles and such to people. What is this duchy? Yes, we can get rid of that one. I don't need it. So let's go find these people who are mad at me. Classic people being mad at me for any number of reasons. Thank you again, Denny, for the 5 gifted. We very much appreciate it. It's not expected, but it is nice to have happen. Let's give this to him. He's gonna get a 60 opinion of us, so that should push him off the list. I would like the prestige, actually. Okay, so that is one dude removed. This lady should probably get removed too. Once we do that, this guy should get removed. So we'll be good, I think. This one person wants us to sponsor things. I don't think that's necessary. All right, so now the last two, this guy. can grant him... Where does he live? He lives in the Afars area. We can grant him a kingdom of outer this. That's gonna be fine. Like I said, we're gonna have to make some unfortunate concessions right now. Just to keep the ship floating. I think that should remove him, and then 12 months is enough for the funeral pop, and then we might have to work on a couple more people just by sending herds and such. And this guy's back on the list. What the fuck? What happened? I gave you land and now you're pissed again? What are you mad about? Stole my herd. When did I steal your herd, brother? I don't understand anything. Okay. Maybe I clicked something and his herd was stolen then. That's so annoying. We already sent this person gift. We can't get anything more, right? We can seek indulgences. I think we can send a gift. Is a herd and a gift two separate things? That's the question for now. Who is our... Got it. That's fine. Dangerous factions, they stink, they smell, they want to bring you low. I do not want your face in my face. Get your face out my face. Get your face out my face. Get your face out my face. Please go away. Please go away. Okay, I think that made him go away, right? Nope, he's still there. There, now he's gone. What about you? We can grant you a title. What lands do you reside in? You reside here. Is that part of a kingdom? It's part of Gurma. There's a lot of weird kingdoms we have right now. I could also... Wait, why does it say, are you different? They're happy with us. But this person is not. Oh, because they're right next to us, I see. We probably should invite somebody who's like the best in the best when it comes to can you negotiate obedience? No, we need 300 prestige. So like that's why I'm hoping this funeral happens, but because everybody's so far away. But I think once the funeral happens, we'll get enough piety and prestige that everybody's like, frick yeah, this guy's the best. You know, this guy's the best. There we go. Now we can negotiate obedience with herd. Okay, I think that fixes that. Okay. We're good. I think everybody is happier and more obedient. Just a couple nervy minutes there. Nothing worth like crying over, guys. I thought stop being so chat just got super exaggerating about we're cooked. Things are not gonna work out. You guys would be out of your mind. We could get this brooch that only gives us vassal opinion and attraction bonuses. But we get 3,000 piety. I'll take the 3,000 piety. Because that's going to make everybody a little bit happier. You fucking better get off this list. Why are you on this list? Forced to join. Ah, I see. Well, that's rude of them. Destroy the brooch. We can negotiate obedience on this guy. King of Nubia. For 7 months. Finish this. Our legitimacy is back up a little bit, but we're still having problems. Is there anything else we can do? Get some other of these guys off the list. Herd gift. Is there any lands we can do? No. This person's paying tribute. We could force the Byzantines to pay us tribute, and then we would never have to worry about cash ever again. How much money is the Byzantines pulling in right now? 11-year-old, already level 4 devotion. I think he started off pretty high. And it looks like the Byzantines don't have that much cash. What about the... Ooh, HRE does have cash. Maybe we force them to be the ones. The only. Not employing a Stargazer, because always our Stargazers are ass. Somebody's trying to claim my throne. Rude. How old are we? 11? God, what a rocky, tumultuous start to our reign. 3 months until this pops. We need to get some people off this list. And the best way to get some people off this list, just straight up grant them stuff. You can be in charge of this guy. There we go. That should fix some of that. How close are we? Are you still on the list because you hate me or because I hate me? This guy... let's send him a gift in herd form and then inspire conversion. He will accept. Nice. What about you? Inspire conversion? Will accept. Love to see it. Alright, and then negotiate obedience. That should get us pretty close with them. 79. Where's this? Dundee. No, I want that still. So I did the seek aid from the spirits, and the spirits said, you know what? Now you're also compassionate. Fuck me, dude. Tough. The spirits said you're also now in charge of being impotent. So good luck with that, bruv. The spirits told me. Can we go for a long shot demand conversion? I don't think he's gonna say yes, but yeah, we're gonna have to revoke those lands, I think. Unfortunately for us, I think that's what's gonna have to happen. These guys will at least be removed from the list, and I think we're gonna have to remove the Egyptians from their control. These guys should all be slowly less mad with me. And these people all think that they should own the empire, but I think they should go pound sand. I watched 25 advanced tips video last night. Game can get so complex. It can. It can. It also can be pretty not complex. So don't be over... don't get too stressed out by it. This guy and his dead armies. Where does this thick man reside? The thick man resides here. Okay. Let's go ahead and raise all our troops, and then let's also increase the Europe business. All I'm trying to do now is trying to be Conocons, so we'll see how that goes. If we can get that, hopefully an instant win right here would be great. Take him, take him, take him. Nope. I guess we get a white piece then. Alright, disband forces. Everybody's mad again. With new Paradox games, I typically play for a day or two, get overwhelmed, take a few months before coming back and being obsessed with them. So many mechanics to learn. Yes, I feel like especially EU4 is like mechanic heavy. Like you just load in and you're like, oh, we're gonna have a fun little game. No, there's no such thing as fun little games when it comes to the mechanic systems in EU. You're always just being like, wait, When was I told about this information? Months ago. You should have been paying attention. Why weren't you paying attention? Okay. Could we... wait a little bit. I guess we'll wait until we become an adult. Let's go ahead and meet peers while we wait for that. Oh, it's advertising time, chat. Already? How could it? Let's run a quick little ad. We'll be back in less than 3 minutes. I'm gonna grab a snack as well. Chat, you just get to look at a ceiling fan. 'Cause that's what my camera is deemed to be interesting. Ceiling fan. How do we feel about the ceiling fan webcam? Just gotta, and wouldn't it be crazy if somebody turned on the ceiling fan? Just ceiling fan for the rest of the stream. That's what you guys get. Is that the content reactions you need? The light, ceiling fan, ooh. Oh man, love a good ceiling fan. All right, enough about the ceiling fan. All right, this is still popping off in like a couple months. Can you guys like not? I'd really rather you not. Why is our money so slow? Is it our herd and our court amenities are just absolutely blasting us? Okie dokie. He'll take a little gift. Wow, why is it his gift so small? Why is he okay with such a small gift? I mean, Okay. Get our troops back. Let's see. It's really just comes down to like negotiating a couple more people's obedience. The thing is, we need to get our dread up just so that we can do that. Okay. What actually can we do to prevent this? We could actually get rid of you. Where do you live? Go ahead and grant you vassalage to some random person. That would save our bacon a little bit. And then we could go ahead and grant this guy this title over here. That's gonna save some time, maybe. All right. We're just barely there, thankfully. Yurt-wise, we can now have a court tutor, which is awesome. We can upgrade this if we wanted to. So, do we have enough smarty pants McGee's in our court to do that? Probably not. Court tutor, excellent. Our brother can do it. This one, and then we don't have stargazers. I feel like the stargazers are always in short supplies for whatever reason. All right, how's this activity going? Pay an exorbitant amount of money for some just okay people. So I guess we're just not getting a stargazer for right now. Sorry, we don't need a stargazer. Wasn't worried about it or anything. Kind of need a stargazer. What do you think makes a good stargazer? If they're our faith, probably, and their learning is really high. Looking for high learning in our faith. I guess they don't have to be in our faith. We can just invite somebody who has high learning. You can check by hovering over it. That would be too sensible. We are not sensible like that, chat. Did she convert? Doesn't seem like it. How soon to this pops? 2 week, 2 week. Great. Yeah, that's bugged for sure. Okay, we're 13. We'll come of age soon. We do 27. Damn. We have such high prowess. That's pretty cool. You said by check by hovering over it. Monthly piety, terrible. So it's learning. It's the higher their learning skill, I think, and them being their faith is really the two. Probably some other things are helping out. How's the uniting going? It's done. The issue now is that we are trying to... I'm trying to become Con of Cons and see how that goes. Let's send this guy a gift. And then he says no to this. Why is everybody... fucking assholes. Oh, shit. What happened to your arm, girl? Is that insensitive to ask? Maybe I shouldn't say, oh, shit, and then ask you about your arm. I guess we can reset and say, who's the most learned man in all the realm, and then invite them to court and then demand their conversions. This guy is pretty learned. We already invited that guy and he didn't want to come. Drunken woman, pay for her way to come. Why is everybody's like, you're just a child. Your level of devotions, your learning skill is not cynical. Ooh, we could become strong. Love that. Did we? No. We did not become strong. These are okay stats. Would say not the best, not the worst. How's this going? Still too weak to send it. Now this lady's got beef with us. What's your beef? The wild thing is all these nomads who aren't our faith, we can just go in there and ask them politely to inspire conversion because we're so dang powerful, which is crazy to me because normally it's not that easy to just do that. Who the fuck is this? Just some adventurer who's somebody invited? Learning trait, herbalist trait, yeah. Herbalist trait, or herbalist. Herbalist. What could you be? Looking for the wisest man on the sea. May they come, may they go. May I make them pay for the show. They're obedient. Now please convert to the right faith. Do it. Do it! I demand it! She did not do it. We're never gonna find a stargazer at this point. You just keep inviting people. I guess we could just go find Bori who are unlanded. This French woman? No. Nay, she says nay. Fight her now. Is not cynical. You want freedom? Fuck you. Alright, where does this lady live? She lives here. Alright, let's just do two small armies here. Just raise. Let's hope it's not everybody all at once. That's usually what happens. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to have happen, but it happened anyways. All right, split. Half go up here. Half go down here. All I'm trying to do is make one decision happen, and the game just does not want that decision to happen. Now, why are you beefing with me? Go away. Have you thought about that? Where's the other sieges happening? All the way over there. Well, let's start trucking, boys. Maybe we'll just capture him here and there will be no more war. No. Let's just get our white piece and go home. This rule is not going well, to say the least. Because they just keep popping back up, which is annoying. I mean, to be honest, we can just give this kingdom to somebody who wants it. Africa. Grant title, you can become of Tahart. And then we'll negotiate your... Thing is, everybody's willing to become our obedient, but the problem is we just need to get strong enough to have high enough dread to cause it to happen. How old are we now? We are still 14. 2 more years until we become a child who can do things. At least we're getting indulgences. That's always nice. Speed 5 is so painfully slow at this point. Game is running slower than molasses. Forced to join. This guy. Did we already demand his conversion? Let's go ahead and send him a gift. And then negotiate his obedience and then demand his conversion. I think that will bring us hopefully into line. Anything for the faith, sure. Did you unite? We did. Africa has been united. Right now we are just trying to stave off some BS. We're trying to get to our next character, essentially. Or not next character. We're trying to become of age, and then from there, hopefully, things will go our ways. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one. Probably get more herd capacity or fertility growth or whatever. Above herd limit. How are we above herd limit? We're only above it by like 2 people. So like if I went and sent a herd gift to somebody, they'd be like, oh fuck yeah, dude. God, this game sometimes. So it's all du jour. It is not, unfortunately. We have somehow not made it du jour. Maybe you don't get it as a nomad. Also, let's just double check that we actually got the achievement, because it didn't pop up. So let's go back, and then we'll go back into the game and see if it pops up. If not, you know, no harm, no foul. I'm not too unhappy with that. It would be kind of shitty if we didn't get the achievement because we became adventurer. Sometimes it pops up in the left corner, so we'll see. Achievements are enabled, they are, but they did not pop. So if we wanted to become Con of Cons, what do we need to do? Just become exalted among men and have a shit ton of gold. So that's good, I guess. We are losing money to what? Just the cost of court amenities. Oh, and convert all the counties in Africa to it. So that's the thing we haven't done yet. We still haven't converted all of our lands. So that is actually, so we didn't get the achievement yet. That's tough. So if we went through and demanded all these people's conversions of these small little lands. Why are you not converting this land? I understand when they're not the right faith that they're not converting. So that's the reason we haven't gotten it yet. That's that makes sense. Let's go ahead and grant you to here, and then we can go and demand your conversion more easily. No wonder we didn't pop up. Alright, who else? Homegirl, why have you not converted these lands? Need you working on that. We could also do another legend on... There's probably a faith legend that we can do to proselytize again. No wonder we didn't get the achievement. Freaking, what is Silly Billy? This guy sucks, so I can't wait to take his lands, and we've come of age. We are just okay at our job. Let us tell our brother to go away, and let's go find a wife so that we may looking for genius. Looking for a genius. There's a lunatic one. There's a 37-year-old peasant lady. There's our foreign minister, mother, brother situation. 48, 42. We could maybe marry this lady. Let's go ahead and have a grand wedding. Let's invite her to court. Sorry. Let's invite her to court so she doesn't take forever to get here. Wow, I have to pay for her travels? Wow. Now we have to fight rebels again. Cool. Let's go here and let's go here. Cool, cool, cool. Where are these rebels? Cool. I really like this. This is really good game mechanics where it seems to have just the same amount of rebels popping up all the time. I can see why people get mad at Paradox, because this is so not fun. I'm just trying to get to the things there. What's the game? It's called Crusade City. Let's go ahead. I mean, this lady will die in a couple, like, soon. And then we can take a new wife. Okay. The hard thing about it's twofold of what's going on here in this situation every time that we get this happening to us is that the AI is so spread out and they can easily make our days shitty because they can just siege down stuff so quickly. So I have to just white piece them, even though I probably could fight them to the end, but they're just always popping up in random places. So it's like just such a pain. Seek aid from the spirits. Now we have the water one, which I think increases fertility. So our impotence comes down a little bit. How long until this wedding party happens? 6 months? Jesus, that's like 7 years in real time. There's a chaotic faction. We can't demand conversion yet. Or when can I force to execute people to get dread? How do you get dread again in this game? I always forget. I feel like it's the thing that I always constantly forget. Because, like, what is our dread build right now? Not very much. Winning wars gives dread, right? Let us go to here and then let us add personal chamblers or marriage yurt. What's going on? Looking at Dana's quote, I can... shit. We might have to jump off stream for a little bit because I have an important phone call, because that is the life. But let's see. Okay, they're soulmates. That's great. I'm tired of these dangerous factions. And I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon because the game just consistently wants this faction to happen every time. Is it because they're just not the same faith? I think that's where we went wrong, is because we went that and did this. So if I go to this county, this guy is the right faith, but his county is not the right faith, right? Is that what I'm understanding? Not the right faith. These guys converted. This guy did not convert. Demand conversion. If not, we can make his kids convert. Then we gotta go down here and demand all these guys to convert. Because there is no way to convert land unless somebody holds it and You can't send a task to do it, right? There's no... Right? Increases this, gain piety, gain culture acceptance, gain different culture opinions. It's not exactly it. What? Kevin's streaming CK3 at my night before my exam? Oh no. You should definitely study for your exam. This isn't as fun as getting good grades. Let the record show Kevin is pro good grades. Anti staying up. There's a task for your theologian to change religion. Mark, there is, but we're playing as nomads, so unfortunately that task does not exist. Yeah, I understand that, but that person does not exist. We do not have a theologian. Unless it's a court position that does it too. So I think we have to just go individually in and tell people to peace off. All right. Man, a lot of them are the right faith, but their lands, they're just not converting the lands for some reason. I don't know why. I do not claim to know why. They're fighting. You're the right faith. Inspire. Same with you. And same with you. Will they convert immediately? That's the real question. And this one? Inspire conversion. Okay. So a lot of this land we're gonna have to do some stuff with, which is annoying, but what else is our options, I guess? Intrigue. Getting a point in intrigue would be nice. This guy has not converted. We could also grant him. I feel like if they're somebody else's vassal, they're much more likely to accept the conversion. I think the best would be to convert their religion and then back to yours. I think the best way you be to convert to their religion and then back to yours. I don't think so. Renown gain feels kind of weak. Make sure all my dynasty members, even 0-year-olds, are dukes or counts in my empire. I don't think they count towards the whole gain, though. I think that's like expressly the one thing that they don't get additional bonuses on. This Coptic person. Let's negotiate. Let's see if we can negotiate it with horses, because we have a glut of horse. She is, and then let's demand her conversion. Let's send her a gift, and then demand her conversion. See if that helps. Okay. It's tedious, but it is what it needs to be done for the achievement. No wonder I didn't get the achievement. I guess I'd forgotten that the achievement requires unified culture and faith and all that. So we might want to do a legend, which would be great. I cannot do thoughtful. And then put some stuff on the walls. Sure. Court stuff. The further the education of the wards, I don't care. Demand conversions of this person. Are you converted? Yeah, you are. So tedious, dude. Why Why? Why is it like this? Like, why is their vassals not my vassal who is the right faith? Well, that one's not the right faith. Why are they not converting the lands? Maybe they'll convert the lands now. All right. Well, I lied. We're probably not going to get Mother of Us All because this is just not unless we do a legend that gives us access to it, which I think maybe our money's better because our vassals are giving more to us. Let's do that. All right. So if we wanted to do the become the Khan of Khans, we need to become an exalted among men. Right now we are not close to that, but we could become close to that. We need to get high enough dread, I think. So why don't we get some more prestige real quickly, get some prestige, so that we can use that in further situations. Let's go ahead and get the best in the whole all of the lands, who is the best learned person here, so that I can force them to convince everybody how cool I am. The Cisalpine Jester. Get his ass to the court. We need him. Well, there we go. Yeah. Time for you to convince everybody I'm super cool and not actually a narc. Holy Legend is a good shot. Yeah. Also doesn't help that two of our large vassals were not converted. Like this guy hasn't converted. I might have to revoke his titles and fight him for it. Can we can't demand his conversion, and that doesn't count as we can revoke his title. That's going to cause maybe some uprising. Speaking of uprising, can I manage things from here? Where is this big guy? Okay, some are there, some are there, some are over there. Wouldn't it be grand if they just gave me all the stuff? Give me the dub right immediately? Doubtful. Straight doubtful. All right, there we go. See, like by the time we even raise up troops, they've conquered like a significant amount of land, which is just like, it's a lose-lose situation every single time without fail. We have to either, one, stop all of them, or two, just like surrender? I don't know. Who's this? I don't care. I don't care what she was doing. Okay, so there's more dudes over there. There is no cap. There's some dudes over here. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to win because we're maxed out on battle. Well, I lied. There's 24 dread there at least. But don't worry, guys. We'll be right back in this bullshit again 2 months from now. Read that some people once they max out the years, we'll stop giving domain all add out and stack domain to North Korea stats all over again, just because they feel the snowballed too hard to care about the penalties. I mean, that would be nice. We also need to be upgrading our yurt in general. Did our wife have a child yet? No. We're childless in Seattle. Our hunt fails at an 80% chance. I've never had so many 80% chance fails. We could hold court. We could host a feast. We need dread, right? We need 45 dread to demand stuff. But for now, let's do the custodial of this and then see if we can spread our good Bori name. And make everybody promote our legend. Alright. These guys didn't convert, right? No. Oh, we could get Bloody Flux or not that. That's tough. I'm ready to demand obedience from these fuckers. I just need to get more dread. I need more dread. How does one acquire more dread? Lobbing heads off? Possibly. Possibly. Let's replace this guy with somebody better. Get a siege guy in here. Court guy to spread the word. Another court person to spread more words. It's going to cost us a lot of money, which I'd love to see that happen. We're over our limit. How so? We have some land up here. Grant that to somebody. And then we have land over here that is ours. How long has this been ours? For a while, I guess. How's Bruce T-Dubs? He's good. He's laying over here, just having a little snooze fest as usual. Life per usual for him. I think we might have to lower amenities on one of our things. I think we'll go with this one. And maybe this one. And then maybe this one. So we aren't hemorrhaging cash this whole time. So this legend's gonna cost... Did we not demand your conversion? Another one of these fucking wars, dude. It's so stupid. It's just like so not fun. It like takes the fun out of the game completely because we're just fighting the same war over and over and over again, all because it's like either one, it's bugged, or maybe this is how it's supposed to work intendedly, but it feels like it's not because I feel like you're not supposed to have nomadic rebels every like 3 to 4 months just because they're not the same faith as you. And maybe that's because we went fundamental. Either way, I'm losing my patience. So we might have to skedaddle. You could just turn the amenities to 0 because it takes a while till the gradually decreases. True. Wow, we had a firstborn who sucks. Straight to jail. Sorry, baby boy. Do we have enough dread now? Compassionate is actually killing our dread. But now we do have enough dread, so we can go in and to all of our vassals and be like, demand obedience. Because I think them being obedient is actually important for when you try to become Khan of Khans. But I might be mistaken. There's a lot of them. Spell Sword, thank you very much for the gift. Hope you're doing well today. I wish there was like an auto button that just said demand obedience from everybody. But I guess it does require prestige, so that's probably why they don't let you just do that. So you can't just screw yourself over. Let's go demand obedience and then wait for a second. See if those all came through. Demand conversion. TMP Vin Max. I don't think that I've said that correctly or in the right order, but thank you very much for the Prime sub. I hope you're doing well today. Can we get a praise big for our friend here? So tedious. This is the rip-roaring gameplay you wanted, chat, right? Mark, welcome in. Me doing administrative work. Woo! The best admin in the West. Guess this is catching everybody who isn't the right faith too. It's doing a little bit of everything. Damn, this lady's looking the Hunchback. I meant to make a short about the Hunchback being so much more. The biggest buff that happened in the game wasn't what you think it is. It's Hunchbacks being so much more intense. Oh, we out of prestige. Where are the other last soldiers? There's 1,700 dudes running around somewhere. Are you they? Ah, there they are. Let's see if we can go and raise them all up. Let's see if 2,000 of our troops with a good commander, 2,000 of our levies versus decent horse riders, and one knight. Do you think one knight and 2,000 guys can do it? Anything's possible. Two knights. I feel like I get this event all the time now. Is there anything else out there? Paradox thinks that 1,000 vassals, you should still mainly go down the list to demand obedience, inspire, demand conversion, insane. It is insane. I wish there was a button that like I could just click on and make it all happen. Like they used to have that button in what one was that? In 2, where when you had excess land, they would do it. All these people are seeking indulgences. I love that. Some quick 300 gold. Don't worry about that. We can vassalize some dude. This guy still hates our guts so much. Why? Zakat is causing him distress. Most unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Thank God. Okay. All right. Disband. Let's do that, and then let's do befriend. Why don't we try to befriend this guy? Maybe we can then convert him then. I don't really want to fight him because fighting always leads to not having fun. How many provinces have converted? Not as many as I would like. Huh? Why are you not promoting my legend, guys? Rude. Truly the rudest. Truly the rudest. What's the name of the game? It's called Crusader Kings 3. It's a game about being a medieval lord or lady person, I guess. And you're just... Right now, we're trying to unify Africa, which we have. But we're also trying to convert it to the right faiths. This guy still doesn't sure he wants to convert. 5% chance. You're breaking my heart. Fuck it. Okay. We need to become exalted. So why don't we go on another hunt? Let's become exalted. Let's go here, and then we can customize the route on the way back, and we can hit this. Herb, welcome in. How you doing today? We will hydrate in just a second. This game is taking my soul away from me. It is time. We'll go here, and then here. I think that's fine, right? We probably should get some mercenaries just to make sure that we don't die. What's poppin'? A lot of administrative work that's happening in this game. We've united Africa, but we have to go through and try to convert a lot of the land any way we see fit. For some reason, the AI isn't doing the conversions for us, which is really stupid. So we can't probably get the Mother of Us All achievement as a nomad, unless I really buckle down and force some of these guys. Didn't you convert? Why are you not converted your land? So if I go and say, I guess I don't know how long it takes for them to try to convert land. Okay. There's a dangerous faction. Is it the faction of people I just killed? Probably is. Let's go back to demanding obedience from people. I think we got everybody. No, we did not. Oh, that's right. We have no prestige for obedience demanding. Do we have all the kingdoms? If not, can we have all the kingdoms? There's one. Wait, that only gave us how much prestige? It's supposed to give us 400. But we didn't get that much. Alright, whatever. And let's inspire conversions too. Okay. Is this guy not no longer our levy? No, he still is. Stu, thank you for the follow. It's another indulgence. Thank you. Do you ever mod this game or out and roleplay? I have only seen you play. Yeah, we only really play vanilla. I've played a little bit of some of the mods, like some total conversion mods, like Elder Kings and some other ones. I'm really wanting Essos to be added to the Game of Thrones one, and then we'll probably go check that one out a little bit more. But thank you, Riley, for the follow. Prestige. Cool. How many more? Quite a few more than I would expect. I thought we had already converted everybody to obediency. I will shoot it. Not taking an arrow to the head. Thank you very much. Can we get our prestige? We did. Nice. Okay. Everybody is obedient. For now. They'll probably stop being obedient soon. Didn't I say they'll stop being obedient soon? Literally that one person. That's just annoying. How long until they... No, okay. They'll stay obedient for a little while, I think. Let's put this guy on this crew, and he can be doing this. Then you can be doing this. And then we can go here and increase our herd capacity. How much are we over by? A couple hundred. I need to unload this herd. I guess if we increase our troops, that will help us. Okay, good. If you take Ivor in a tribal fuel realm, will they switch to a nomadic gov or stay as their gov type? I actually don't know. I don't know if they will switch. I assume they'll switch to it because that's how it normally has worked in the past, but maybe nomads have a little bit of a different flavor. Tree spirit. Cool. All right. How close are we becoming exalted? Very close. Can we demand some of our neighbors to be tributes? What does the game say? We can demand herd, but not a lot of tribute. Damn. Not looking good for the Byzantines, that's for sure. Things have been better. 36. Frickin' hell, dude. Do we have to individually ask every one of these? This is not great. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Individually asking every character, hey, can you do this? Can you do that for me? Is not ideal. It's not fun gameplay, that let's just say. Let's host another feast because we need to get our prestiges up. And the feast is in honor of, what about that guy who's got a sour attitude? That guy. All right. Thank you for everybody who's been watching this stream thus far. I very much appreciate you. It's early morning on the Sunday to be doing this, I guess. It's 11 now. It's no longer early morning. Just kidding. The morning has come and gone, but I still appreciate you being here. Let's go get more of that, I guess. God, this game's slower than molasses. And we're being attacked. Who and what is attacking us this time? He's Bori, though. I thought, like, the whole point of this was that he wasn't Bori. Can I raise just, like, a portion of my troops? What does raising a local army do again? Is it not all of them? It's just, like, 10 dudes? No, that's all of them. Damn it. Every time, without fail. It's always all of them. Thank God, and we got it on the first try this time. Huge. This guy wants us to be suzerain him. We can inspire conversion. Oh, Legend Feast. I feel like Legend Feasts are nice, but they don't always go the way I want them to go, if that makes sense. My heir is in prison? Oh, that's right. I put him there. I was like, what's going on here? Why is this happening? It's me. I'm the one. I'm the problem. I'm the one who's caused this to happen. Can we imprison them? No. Her. Did I say he? I mean, they unfortunately are in prison and they will die there. Adderall game. Had to refund. That's fair. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And I'm the first to say that. Oh, this fucking guy we're having a thing for died? Well, I guess that's good, because then we can convince his kid. Let's demand obedience from his child. Let's send him... Let's grant him a title. He can have this title. So he's a little happier there. Modify, you can get declaration of war, and you can have vassalage over not that person. That person. When can I send you a gift or demand a gift from you? So ridiculous that he's like, his spirit is here. We have some people we can ransom. I know we have that guy. How much do we have to give you for a gift? Oh, not that much. All right, he'll definitely convert now. He is zealous, so there's actually a likely chance that he might not convert. Fucker. I cannot get this family to convert to the right faith. It's breaking my heart and balls. We've got the Witcher trilogy and the Witcher DLCs for $5. Worth? Lamau. Very worth. I personally haven't played all of the DLCs, but what I've played, I've enjoyed. I guess that family has to go. I mean, you're probably right. We lovely time ahead of us. Do we? This man is dead. Are we kind of Bernie's this right now? Or he's just around, but he's not actually here? God, so silly. All right, we are going to run on a quick little ad. I'll be back in less than 3 minutes. I'll see you in just a jiff. And then he never came back again, right, chat? That's... Oh, now we're looking over there. I don't know why we're looking over there, camera. There we go. Never seen a ghost party in this game. I mean, that's the first time for me too. Ghost party. I've seen ghost weddings where the Pope dies before the wedding and he's the officiant or whatever. But I've never seen one where it's like the party itself had a ghost at it. We are so close to becoming exalted. Can we make an empire? We don't have the gold. I'm tired of fighting these factions, dude. It's like every 2 months. It's just so not worth it. Are you not the right faith? You are the right faith. What about you down here? Are you the wrong faith? No, you're the right faith. Everybody's the right faith over here. I don't understand why they're having such issue, but they are. Let's delete these guys and refill with horses, and then let's go and get some more more siege probably. Another set of siege units would be nice. We don't have the money. No. That makes sense. We haven't really been doing any raiding or anything. Probably should have raised our troops on this side of the mountains. How long until this legend can be expanded? Significant. Damn, but our prowess is very high, which is nice. Just taken prisoner or vassal. Don't know. Let's hunt again, I guess. Use all these horses. Kind of in a weird limbo right now, like, where we're just constantly fighting this same bullshit nomad crisis thing. It just keeps popping up for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is. Okay. How close? We need, after that, we'll need 700 and some gold to make it happen. Let's go for a hyena, I guess. And we can send him a gift and then demand his conversion. And demand conversion. I guess we could go raid the... might make sense to raid the Byzantines to get a bunch of cash that way. Or 750. I don't know. Ryan, welcome in. I will shoot it. I will not be taking any shot myself. Thank you, please, and... Okay. Let's go ahead and raise all raiders and then get some cash. Maybe we go and make sure we're getting plunder, because then we get the most cash. I don't really need horses. How do I make it just so it's mostly money? I guess I don't know if I can do that. Do we have a logistics guy? I thought we used to have a logistics guy. Can I invite this guy to court? It's the wild thing about the late game too, or not late game. I guess also the late game too, but mostly the fact that you just can pluck out of thin air a great commander if you want. Just get a bunch of commanders to do all the things you need. I mean, they're obedient, right? I don't understand why they just keep rebelling. Is it because of the lack of faith? Because it just seems to be that over and over again, without fail. And it's just not a fun way to play the game if that's what happens. Ooh, let's go fight their army. Maybe we can get some cash that way. And some final prestige. And then maybe we'll have some people to ransom. Demand tribute. If only it was a raider too. Then we could have more. Or quicker. Don't care. Let's do this. How much money we got? 80 gold. So half of that is gonna come back. Get some regalia. Nice. Let's go to Georgia. Maybe we can go and capture some leaders from them. So how much money do we need? I think 700 gold is the amount we need. So we could go get that in gold. That'd be great. How's the legend doing now? We're at 94. How long until it increases it? Once it hits, we can increase it again. I guess we can also break some of the artifacts that we have. Refill that. We're like still in their country actually trying to do something. Oh man, I should have... That doesn't matter. Alright, we have enough gold. We can now become Khan of Khans, I think. Decision become Khan of all the Khans. But let's finish our legend before we take that decision, because I don't think spending an absorbent amount of money on that. We also can go through and look at our subjects and make sure that they're all loyal, obedient. Can I sort by obedience? Of course not. That would be way too easy, Paradox, to just be able to sort by obedience. So silly that that's how you have to do this. Cool. Okay, the legend is 97. So can we ask your people to promote my legend? Alright, don't think he's allowed to. Ask to promote legend. 98. Give me more. Two more. 99. Don't want to talk to you. 100. Give me it. Give it to me. I deserve it. Thank God. Increase complete. So be it. Rally the troops. Where are they fighting us now? All the way up here. This game's gonna break my soul, dude. I can't do it. Just don't know why they have designed it this way, where you just have rebels every couple of months. This is just interminable hell. Let's do evangelize land. Did I just do it without clicking? Without seeing? I mean, more of it has converted, but not all of it has converted, you know? Okay, we're gonna try to become Khan of Khans. If that fails and everything falls apart there, then that's the end of the run. I don't think we're gonna try to for Mother of Us All. I know that's like, or try to get the conversion. Maybe it might make sense if we convert to a feudal or something like that, or administrative. Maybe then we could get it. All right. So let's read the fine print. Great War of Defiance will begin, pitting you against the strongest nearby rulers, which pretty much is all of Europe. That's the main reason I want to do this, to see how and what happens. Nearly the rulers of Nomad, near and near situation region. Some fearful neighbors' rulers will become your tributes rather than fight. Your obedient normal Nomad vassals will aid you in the war. So, to become the Great Khan of Khan, we will be unavailable for everyone. We just get it. How old are we? 25, that's fine. If we lose the titles and everything. So it's an all or nothing thing. Greatest of all Khans. Yes. You know the threat. So, who is in the war? Right now, as we speak, the war consists of the Byzantines and all of these lads. And it looks like a lot of our friendlies are here too. So the attacker is this guy, the Kurgazi Khanate. So we have to focus on them, I think, to win. I'm not exactly sure. Also, we have to focus on our lands not being captured. And we're still having this freaking issue with these guys, which is annoying. Okay. So should we march our troops over there and fight them? I think that might be the play. Let's go ahead and refill these and then up them all, actually. Okay. You have to basically protect all your borders. True. So it is kind of hard that all of our borders are a little bit far and wide. But the Byzantines joined, unfortunately, but I had a feeling that would be true. They're kind of weak right now, so it's not that big of a deal. I think we go stomp this Byzantine army a little bit and then see what happens. War for Earth and Heaven. This Queen Adala. Save yourselves from the war to come. We will have the world or we will die. And the cowards, I will have them right too. Save yourselves. All your vassals who have joined the war on your side are removed as participants. Why? If you become, they will gain renown scale by the number of tier of their vassalage. Or we'll have all the world or we will die. How many vassals do we have on our side? Countless tribes rise to opponent. Otherwise, the weak and fearful crawled Bune joined them. Huh. Get rid of the vassals. I mean, they are nice to have though. So I don't know. I don't think we have enough troops without the vassals, but all right, let's fuck it, we ball. The annoying thing is we're gonna have this fucking nonsensical war that keeps happening while we're doing this other war. So it's just like, we're just gonna get our ass beat. Clever brothers, great. Might be stupid and die to the enemy's death balls though. Death balls, excuse me, bless you. Can we... Okay. Let's go this. Let's see. What if we start sieging their stuff? Hopefully this is indulgence. I'm gonna have to... Pretty much just have to have troops stationed here. The hard thing about having a far-flung empire is that you have your troops kind of everywhere. But we'll see. That doesn't count as a war score because it was such a little amount. Are we under siege? I think not really. They're sieging us down over here. So we just have to defend these regions. They might come for us here too. Oh, they're definitely coming for us here. Fuck me. Okay, let's get another logistics guy in here so that that army doesn't immediately evaporate after making them tramps through a bunch of stuff. Is that guy not even that good? He's 32. Where is he? Did he not show up yet? This is a mistake. Whatever. We just gotta win by battles, I think. Just by sheer battle-age. Because they're all here attacking. Whereas if we had our vassals, maybe it would have been better. Ooh, that's like the main forces. We should go get those guys. Well, the hard thing is we're also gonna have those stupid ass people show up. The rebels that just keep popping for whatever reason. Let's see if we can get these guys. Sure. Says they're better. Are we crossing a river? Why are they better? They are better. I don't understand why, but maybe they just have less levies than us. Damn. And then these guys are going to be too late, so it doesn't even matter. Great. This is a mistake. We're gonna lose this war. No, without a doubt, we're losing this war. Because the AI one is gonna raise up against me in like a couple months. And there's just too much land to cover for us because they're sieging the shit out of our lands down here. So might have been made more sense if we just... Can we grant this guy independence? No. It's too late. Would have been smarter to like consolidate our lands a little bit better than I had. All right. Logistics guy is here. Let's go ahead and raise up all those guys there. Then they're probably going to get on a boat. Okay, so how's it going? That battle wasn't great for us. That's the main thing that's killing us right now, but their sieging of our stuff is also going to kill us. So do we need to just send a guy into their capital? And of course their capital isn't somewhere convenient for us to access. If I take this land, does that help us out, or does it have to be their specific land? I have a feeling it's gonna have to be theirs. God, I've never felt speed 5 so slower than this run in one of the probably the world conquests, where speed 5 should just be churning. All right, most of their armies down here. Let's stop messing around up. Well, just kidding. There's a lot of them up here too. Yikes-a-ronies, chat. Well, if this run comes down in flames, more fun for it. Okay, so how many troops? Let's just actually hold back, because if they're gonna run low on supply, we can probably take advantage of that. Don't want to use that money. We need it. So there's 18,000 troops. We're up against 91,000 against 40,000. Christoph, why did I listen to you again? When you said you should not invite your vassals? Did you just want to watch this shit burn? Damn. If that's so, kudos. Yeah, and then we could stack wipe there. Obviously. Ah, I see. Christoph, thank you for the advice. You will be put in a temporary timeout for your behavior. Crystal's like, wait, what? You know what you've done. Oh, did they stack wipe that army? Oh, we're so fucked. Well, I mean, that's a nice way to end this run too, right? Just getting my ass kicked. And now we're having these guys come for the freedom. Okay. Nothing like watching a save burn. Wow, that doesn't even put a, like, that battle did not put a dent in that. Damn. Successful finishing the 50th FAP of the day. Man, we've had some bad people coming in here. We're gonna put you in a nice little timeout too. Just giving everybody timeouts now. All right. So the great defiance of this is probably not gonna happen. 85,000 versus our. I cannot believe they stack wiped that army. Is it because the commander died? Either way, what happens when I inevitably surrender? Do I lose everything? You're imprisoned by this person, and all your titles and lands tributes become independent. Most of your herd and prestige goes bye-bye. Wow. Damn. Failure, just like that. Isn't that crazy? Didn't even get the mother of us all. Damn. Africa is once again free. We lost everything. I mean, we still have a lot of our herd. Like, we can probably jump back up to the higher points if we wanted to. Stinky boy. All right, so what's the lesson in this situation that we just did? I think having land up here and here kind of screwed us. If we had had all of our troops stationed here, we probably would have been fine to win that. I was expecting the Byzantines to be the problem here, but they're not. And unfortunately for us, we lost all this land, so we would never be able to gain it back. And just like that, that's the end of the run. Damn. And all thanks to Christoph. Fertile land. Do we even have we have a single province to our name? Well, the rest has been given away. Rip. I mean, rip indeed. 125 years of family history all to fall because Chief Christoph, the real one and the in-game one, couldn't handle being attacked. Cool. I mean, that's pretty tough that's how this ends, but I think we've proven a lot of things this run. I think Mother of Us All is easier as a nomad, except for the part where you have to eventually convert to feudalism or clan to become to able to convert the land more easily. If I were to try to do Con of Cons again, I probably would have, like I said, not had land over here and here to make that much easier of a situation. But yeah, I think for now, we might end that here and now, because it is 12 o'clock and I've got other things, unfortunately, to do. I'll be out of town starting tomorrow for a week, so we won't be streaming for a little bit while unless I somehow get something to happen. Your vessels would not have saved you. Christoph, I don't want to hear it from you right now. But shh. Do you want to be timed out on YouTube too, Christoph? No, but yeah, like I said, we will be on next week. And I'll probably stream maybe the week after. We'll see, depending on some stuff in my personal life. But we'll still have content coming out, shorts and videos and such, but no streams for a little while, just because I will be out of town and away from my setup. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you all, except for Christoph. Fuck you. Let's go find you a new home. Somebody I'm following, anybody playing something that I think deemed worthy to play. For the most part, everybody is not playing. Lang is playing some Stellaris. Let's go rate them. But yes, thank you everybody for coming out today. Thank you for Denny. Thank you for Julius for the donations. Thank you to TikTok. Thank you to Twitch, YouTube. All very appreciative. I'll see you guys in a little bit over a week and a half, maybe sooner, depending on if I'm able to get back and set my system up again. We'll see. But that's all I got for you right now. Have a good rest of your day. Ciao, guys.